Team of the Week 4 is going to be released this upcoming Wednesday, and it could potentially be the best Team of the Week that we are going to be having so far this year. We did have, of course, the past 3 weren't too crazy, especially this one currently, Team of the Week 3. Isn't too good at all. I've got, luckily, this premium Team of the Week pack. Well, not luckily, I did play for it in FUT Champions. I did get rank 2. I secured that. We did actually get a crazy pack today. We did actually get Kaka from our packs that we did actually decide to open today. Luckily, I didn't save them for Wednesday, because Wednesday, all of the ones to watch, teams 1s and 2, are going to be going back into packs. But we did get this guy absolutely insane. I think I'm going to be selling him, but let's go ahead and focus on into this video. The first thing that we are going to be doing is taking a look at just some of the main ones, starting from the highest rated, just to sort of like, not the lowest rated, we're not going to go all the way down, but to the usable cards. We might be missing a few, but this should be the just max potential. The best team of the week chosen by EA Sports. These should be all of the candidates, but obviously EA won't choose every single one. There may just be 1 or 2, and 1 or 2 that are going to be probably left out, most likely. They can't include absolutely everybody. Yes, there is going to be a team of the week, obviously, for international matches. There are still some rules that apply, I believe, some sort of midweek games. I don't think, obviously, a Wednesday, a Tuesday, I don't think those count. A Thursday, but apart from those days, I think it should be okay. And also, there are going to be no dynamic images, unfortunately, but it's still going to be quite good. We've got some in here with dynamic images, some without, just a mix of designers, but most of these are made from Criminal, FIFA, Football Graphics Studio, and also Corey has helped me out with these cards. So let's get straight into this video now. So Mbappe, I think, absolutely sensational card. This is going to be worth well over 2 million coins for sure. I do think it's an absolutely beautiful card. I'm hoping if I can get him from my FUT Champions player pick, guys, that would be absolutely nuts. But this Mbappe is going to be a 1+ overall, obviously. No dynamic, which is unfortunate, but I still think this card is quite likely to get in, and it does look absolutely amazing. Then we do have Sadio Mane. I think this could be a crazy good card. A central cam card is going to be maybe what we could have on the cards here. So we do have a dynamic here, but unfortunately a dynamic image isn't going to be happening. It's just going to be the same base image as he does have on his gold card. I do think this is sort of similar to Heung-min Son in terms of the price range, and maybe even in terms of the playstyle as well. I do think this is obviously going to be starting in a different position, but that could be quite useful. Perhaps you have Inform Son and also Inform Mane. That could be absolutely amazing. We do already have Inform Salah, I guess, for Prem as well, but this Sadio Mane is going to be amazing, and I think price-wise, I do think he's going to be probably 600, 700k, around that price. Then next up, you're going to be having Robertson, another Liverpool player, obviously international game, so it's got nothing related to each other. Scotland, I do think Robertson did play quite well, so I'm hoping we could get this card. And I think some people did also say potentially a left mid version. Personally, I didn't watch the games, but left mid version could actually be quite interesting. A position change, always quite nice. But he does have pretty decent, I guess, passing and stuff like that. As an actual left mid, I do think he would have to be a little bit more defensive, but we'll potentially see what his position is going to be. Then we do have Sancho. He does also have a wants to watch card, obviously, that did actually come out quite recently. Only this Sunday it was released, so it hasn't been in packs for too long, and I do think that his price is largely, of course, quite high because of this potential that he is going to be getting an inform. This would be quite a nice inform. I would say probably similar to Phil Foden in terms of price. This is more talking in terms of trading, not too much in-game. In-game, they're probably going to be 2 very different cards, but price, trading-wise, I do think it is going to be probably similar to Phil Foden. I do get that sort of similar vibe. Then next up, we are going to be seeing Riyad Mahrez, a classic FIFA card. I do think this would be quite nice. Definitely the skill moves, like we all know, and this Mahrez, I think, would be quite good for Algeria. So I hope this card is going to be released in here. Definitely, hopefully, maybe pointing towards 100,000 coins, but I'll probably predict that his price is going to be a little bit low, especially with no dynamic images, guys. With no dynamic images, it is going to mean they are going to be a little bit cheaper than usual, because dynamic images, genuinely, people do pay for them. Theo Hernandez, again, we've added a dynamic on this one, but there's going to be no dynamic image, unfortunately. This is going to be an absolutely amazing card. We don't need to stress that. It's definitely going to be an absolutely stunning card. Already a very good left back, and this is probably going to make him the best. Is probably going to solid his position as the best left back French left back. Ferland Mendy, of course, is another option. There are quite a few different options, but this Inform would make him, I think, the best normal non-icon version left back that we do have so far in FIFA 22. Ilicic, I think, is going to be a decent card. Obviously, he doesn't have his normal club badge. EA Sports losing the rights of clubs in Serie A, unfortunately, but this card's not going to be too bad. I think 30-40k, it's not going to hurt. Gnabry, I do think, could be quite good. It is going to be depending. I think the pace, he just needs a little bit more pace, and I do think he's going to be quite a nice card. He looks quite old in this dynamic image, or in this just base image, but I do think that this Gnabry is going to be a decent card. He's going to be going for a decent amount of coins. So for that Fit Champions pack, for example, that I'm looking forward to, I haven't had one on my account, I'm not sure. Maybe I've only had it once, I think, when I hit Elite. So I'm very excited about that, if you can't tell, but I'm hoping as many of these cards as possible to try and boost up that price. Ferran Torres is going to be quite a decent card as well. Spanish Premier League, good links. Rafinha, he's always actually popular. He could be like 70-80k, I wouldn't be surprised. He's a very, very popular card. And then lastly, before we get into the whole summary, I do think we could get Isaac. Now Isaac, there's a lot of hype on him. He does have, I believe, a non-rare gold, if I'm not mistaken, so I do think this would be an actual usable upgrade to him. And perhaps if the hype persists from last year, this could actually be quite a decent card as well. Pricey maybe on the market. If we take a look here, we do have quite different cards. I can bring over my mouse here, make it appear. You couldn't see it too well, but De Paul, I think, could be another card. We haven't seen him, of course, in the cards that we went through. There are also a few other cards as well. They do have an alternative version, and that alternative version is actually on the subs bench. So I think Lautaro Martinez could actually be very interesting. I'm personally, to be honest, realistically, like who I'd want to improve in my team. I think this De Paul actually is going to be an underrated one. His ones to watch cards only like 25k. His team of the week is probably going to be around 20k, but he's actually very, very good. In La Liga, you've got De Jong, Llorente, but in terms of the players in the middle between that, you don't really have that. So I do think he might be very, very cheap, this De Paul, like 20,000 coins based off how cheap his wants to watch card is when this Inform comes out, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if it probably rises to like 30-35k. This card is genuinely very good, and he did play a big part in me getting my reward. So let me know down in the comments below, did I miss anyone, and who you most excited in Team of the Week for? Is Kylian Mbappe gonna make it in there? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.